The Kenyan government has pledged to pump in 1 billion shillings towards facilitating faster repatriation of refugees in the Dadaab camp. The latest move has been seen as a bold step in ensuring the camp, which the government insists often harbors terrorists, is closed permanently. Timothy Otieno reports.
Pack up and leave is the message directed to refugees at the Dadaab camp that government, through the Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Nkaiseri, appears to have reiterated Wednesday afternoon.
This decision has been made by government reflecting the fact that the camps have become hosting ground for Al-Shabaab, as well as centers of smuggling and contraband trade, beside being enablers of illicit weapon proliferation.
A directive by government days ago to have the world's largest refugee center shut down, already causing international ripples that would see the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees term the move as a major setback, and in a statement said, quote, "Because of the potentially devastating consequences for hundreds of thousands of people the premature ending of refugee hosting would have, the UN Refugee Agency is calling on the government of Kenya to reconsider its decision and to avoid taking any action that might be at odds with its international obligation towards people needing sanctuary from danger and persecution." End of quote. The imminent closure banked on the premise of security concerns that the Interior Cabinet Secretary says cannot be overlooked.
There comes a time when we must think primarily about the security of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, that time is now.
A 2013 tripartite agreement between Kenya, Somalia and the United Nations to have refugees repatriated voluntarily, having yielded little change in the exodus, will now have government pump 1 billion shillings to hasten the transfer of refugees from the camp. This, even as members of the National Assembly differed sharply over the fate of the over 550,000 refugees.
We'll be having refugees in their big numbers. In the next 4 or 5 years, we'll have 1 million of them.
I think the government should rethink its position and think about how to strengthen the security and the intelligence.
Kazi yao ni kukula tu na kulala. Hakuna ile kazi ambayo wanafanya kule kwenye kambi.
The closure will apparently not affect the Kakuma refugee camp, with government instead setting its eyes on Dadaab that sits just about 80 kilometers from the Somali border. A task force has since been formed to bring up a timetable for the repatriation process that could see the camp closed by December this year. Timothy Otieno, KTN News.